Hello and welcome. Imagine these two scenarios. You walk into your office this morning and realize there's an ongoing network attack, but you don't know what to do, you don't know who to consult. A second scenario is you're just recovering from a network attack or a massive system failure, but you don't know what systems to restore first, or rather the order of restoration of the systems and services. Now, these two scenarios will leave you sweating and confused. But the solution to this is very simple. What your organization need to do is to implement IT governance frameworks and standards. There are particular frameworks and standards that will help you in such scenarios. So let us look at the top 10 IT governance frameworks and standards that will help you in such scenarios. And remember, there are some organizations, actually most organizations today, will not do business with your organization if you are not compliant to certain governance frameworks and standards. So that tells you how important this is. Welcome. The following frameworks and standards are widely used by organizations to manage and govern their IT resources, infrastructure, and processes in an efficient and effective manner. So I've listed 10 most valuable frameworks and standards. So at number 1, we have the Control Objectives for Information and Related Technologies, COBIT. The current version is the 2019. Next, we have Information Technology Infrastructure Library, ITIL. Then we have Corporate Governance of Information Technology, ISO 38500. Information Security Management System, ISO IEC 27001. NIST Cybersecurity Framework. Project Management Body of Knowledge, PMBOK. The Open Group Architecture Framework, TOGAF. Zachman Framework for Enterprise Architecture. Open Web Application Security Project, OWASP. And lastly, the Capability Maturity Model Integration, CMMI. Now, this list consists of both frameworks and standards. So let's start with the first one, the Control Objectives for Information and Related Technologies, COBIT. Now, COBIT is a framework. It provides guidelines and best practices for IT governance, risk management, and compliance. It helps organizations align their IT objectives with business objectives and ensure that their IT processes are efficient, effective, and reliable. As mentioned, the 2019 is the latest version. Next, we have ITIL. ITIL is also a framework. It provides a set of best practices for IT service management. It covers areas such as service design, service transition, service operation, and continual service improvement. It helps organizations manage their IT services in a structured and efficient way. At number 3, we have a standard, the ISO 38500. ISO 38500 is a standard that provides guidelines for the effective governance of IT. It helps organizations ensure that their IT investment are aligned with business goals and that they are managing IT risks effectively. At number 4, we have another standard, the ISO IEC 27001. This is the most common standard in cybersecurity. Now, the ISO IEC 27001 provides guidelines for the establishment, implementation, maintenance, and continual improvement of an information security management system, ISMS. It helps organizations protect their sensitive information assets from various threats and ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. At number 5, we have a framework, the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. NIST Cybersecurity Framework is a set of guidelines and best practices for managing cybersecurity risks. It helps organizations identify, assess, and manage their cybersecurity risks, and provides a common language for discussing and managing cybersecurity risks. At number 6, we had the Project Management Body of Knowledge, or the PMBOK. PMBOK is a framework. It provides guidelines for project management. It covers areas such as project initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing of the projects. It helps organizations manage their projects in a structured and efficient way. 7, we have another framework. This is the TOGAF. Now, TOGAF is a framework for enterprise architecture. It provides a set of best practices for designing, planning, implementing, and managing enterprise architecture. It helps organizations align their IT resources with business objectives and provides a framework for managing complex IT systems. At number 8 is another framework, the Capability Maturity Model Integration, CMMI. Now, CMMI provides guidelines for process improvement across an organization. It helps organizations improve their processes and achieve higher levels of maturity in areas such as software development, service delivery, and project management. At number 9, we have the OWASP. And OWASP is a non-profit organization focused on improving software security. OWASP is a framework. It provides a comprehensive approach to identifying and addressing security risks in our web applications. The framework consists of a set of tools, guides, and resources for developers, security professionals, and organizations to understand and mitigate application security risks. Lastly, we have another framework, the Zachman Framework for Enterprise Architecture. Zachman Framework is a matrix that provides a structured approach for designing and managing enterprise architecture. It helps organizations align their IT resources with business objectives and provide a framework for managing complex IT systems. So, depending on the line of business your organization is, there is at least one framework or standard that you need to implement. Frameworks are guidelines, while standards are mandatory. Thank you. See you next time.